The Gilgo Beach serial killer case that has haunted Long Island for over a decade may have finally been solved. Rex Heuermann, a 59-year-old architect, was arrested and charged with the murder of 3 women whose bodies were discovered in 2010. He is also the prime suspect in the murder of a 4th woman. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. Police were seen digging up Heuermann's yard and using police dogs to search the property, but it is unclear if any useful evidence has been found. Rex Heuermann, a married father of 2, was arrested in Midtown Manhattan. He lived with his family in Massapequa Park on Long Island. Streets in the area are now filled with cars as true crime enthusiasts and those interested in the Gilgo Beach murders gather. The causes of death in the murders have been described as homicidal violence, though the specific locations have not been disclosed. Dave Schaller, the former roommate of Amber Costello who went missing in 2010, has spoken out about the details he provided to police regarding the suspected killer and his SUV. Schaller described the man as a tall, intimidating figure with an empty gaze, who drove a first-generation Chevrolet Avalanche. He witnessed the man threatening Costello and engaged in a physical altercation with him before he fled the scene. Schaller expressed frustration that his testimony was seemingly disregarded for years until a new task force reopened the case. Authorities are reviewing unsolved cases and investigating potential connections to Clark Perry Baldwin, who was recently arrested for the murders of 3 women. While there is no evidence linking him to a specific case in the disappearance of an 18-year-old woman, police are reviewing cases in Las Vegas and Atlantic City. Authorities are exploring any potential connections to the alleged Gilgo Beach killer. Although no link has been established at this time, the Atlantic City Prosecutor's Office is still investigating the 2006 Black Horse Pike homicides, but they cannot comment further due to the ongoing nature of the investigation. They also did not comment on the Gilgo Beach investigation. The New York Times published an expanded account of how Suffolk County Police identified the suspected killer, Rex Heuermann, more than a decade after the bodies of his alleged victims were found. The report reveals that police overlooked a critical piece of evidence: a witness's description of the vehicle driven by a potential client of one of the victims. This description was buried among hundreds of thousands of pages of records, leading to delays in solving the case. James Burke, the police chief of Suffolk County, was arrested and convicted on federal civil rights and obstruction of justice charges after beating a suspect. The subsequent cover-up also implicated the district attorney at the time, Thomas J. The investigation into the top lawmen spanned years during the Gilgo Beach case, during which they rejected help from the FBI. The current police chief, Tim Sini, has redoubled efforts to solve the case using cell phone data and advanced technology. The investigation has identified 2 key areas linked to the killer: Massapequa Park, where many evening calls to the victims originated. Asa Ellerup, the wife of murder suspect Rex Heuermann, has filed for divorce. Not much is known about Ellerup, but she was reportedly out of town when her husband allegedly committed the murders. Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison stated that Ellerup was shocked. Ellerup's lawyers have asked for privacy and stated that the situation has taken an emotional toll on the family. A woman named Nicole Brass has come forward, detailing an unsettling past date with Heuermann where he brought up the Gilgo Beach murders. Rex Heuermann likely kept his crimes a secret from his family, according to court documents. Phone records show that his wife was out of town when several victims went missing. His family, who lived a reclusive life, was shocked and unaware of his alleged double life. Heuermann's daughter worked at his architecture firm, but not much is known about his other child. After his arrest, Heuermann asked if the news of his arrest was in the media. He is currently being held without bail and has been placed on suicide watch in jail. Heuermann's legal team is confident in their ability to defend him in court with a fair and impartial jury.